We're going to have a UFC fight. Think of this, on the grounds of the White House.
Before I get started here, I have a specific message for one person. Paging Jake Tapper. Paging Jake Tapper. Jake, where are you? Is your next book in the making? Are you furiously typing at your keyboard right now? Or is Alex Thompson getting the first draft ready about Donald Trump's cognitive problems and the Republican Party's lack of ability to face what those are? Is that what's happening, Jake? Please say that's what's happening, Jake. Jake! Donald Trump yesterday at this goofy rally, taxpayer-funded rally, not a campaign rally. You wouldn't think, I mean, you would obviously think it was otherwise because of the glut of Make America Great Again campaign gear being worn by everyone, the Fox News audience in the crowd behind him. Here is a clip of Donald Trump forgetting the very basics about a man he appointed to be the Interior Secretary of these United States, Doug Burgum, the former governor of the state of North Dakota. And Donald Trump, you can watch him in real time realizing the thing he said was wrong, that he forgot about Doug Burgum, that he says he was the governor of North Carolina. He relatively quickly corrects that. He also says that he's the energy secretary and realizes, oh shit, yeah, that's wrong. I'm kind of slipping away here. This is at the end of his speech. So, he's fatigued. He's an old man, brain kind of slipping away from him. And he realizes it in real time and starts to correct these things. He does a very poor job of it. But if you watch his eyes and his face, that's the tell. That he's scanning. It's the 30,000 yard stare where he's trying to figure out what the actual correct information is and then how to correct rhetorically the wrong things that he just said. The demented things that he just said. Watch this, but I also want you to listen. You've probably seen these clips online if you're on Blue Sky or on Twitter and you follow people who make these clips. But these things happen right in succession, him forgetting and then also launching into his thing about how the White House, in an idiocracy like art imitating life, life imitating art kind of a moment, that they're going to be hosting a UFC fight at the White House where 25,000 people are going to be spectators. What? All of this happened inside of 2 minutes. We're in trouble, folks. Watch this.
And that's really something, and we're going to get to the bottom of it. That's a terrible situation. Likewise, under the leadership of Secretary Burgum, who's here right now, he was a great governor of North Carolina. Great governor of North Dakota. Where is he? Where is he? Mr. Secretary. And he's in charge of energy plus a lot of land. He's the biggest landlord, I guess, in the world. But he was a great governor of North Dakota, and he was very special in so many ways. He became an energy expert, and he came to me, and I said, I want you to be the head of energy. He said, no, we have one man that's better than me, and that was Chris, right? And put him in charge, and we merged the two, and he's got all the land with all the oil, and the other one has all the expertise to get the oil out of the land. And Chris is doing great, and you're doing great, Doug, and I appreciate it. And say hello to Catherine and everybody. You're doing a great job. We have a great cabinet. So every one of our national park, battlefields, and historic sites are going to have special events in honor of America 250. And I even think we're going to have a UFC fight. We're going to have, does anybody watch UFC, the great Dana White? We're going to have a UFC fight. We're going to have a UFC fight. Think of this, on the grounds of the White House. We have a lot of land there. We're going to build a little, we're not, Dana's going to do it. Dana's great, one of a kind. We're going to have a UFC fight, championship fight, full fight, like 20, 25,000 people. And we're going to do that as part of 250 also. We're going to have some incredible events, some professional events, some amateur events. But the UFC fight's going to be a big deal too. And
again, paging Jake Tapper. Where are you, Jake? Alex Thompson, are you out there? Nothing to say about this. The media will largely ignore this moment, just like they ignore just about every gaffe that Donald Trump has now. And it's not because, well, it's just the norm. It's not news anymore that Donald Trump is cognitively unable to do the job. It's not news anymore that they're going to host an ultimate fighting championship at the White House. So they don't report it. Doug Burgum, again, was the governor of North Dakota. He's not in any way, he's not even in the top 10 of the largest landowners in the world at all. What? And he's the Interior Secretary, not the Energy Secretary. Donald Trump is losing it. And unfortunately, in a normal situation, when a president would be losing it this much, this quickly, the decline is this steep, this quickly, there would be a backstop. There would be people in place to stop it from happening, to intervene. We don't have that because Donald Trump is surrounded by bootlickers. Donald Trump is surrounded by people who just tell him yes. Again, two Republicans voted against the spending bill that went through yesterday that will saddle us with trillions of dollars in debt. Trillions. Thousands of billions of dollars added to the national debt in peacetime and in times of prosperity. The job numbers have already come in that Joe Biden had 48 consecutive months of job growth. Donald Trump, as soon as he gets on the job, he pisses that away. Shitting on the legacy and the accomplishments of the previous president. That the media joined in on that. Again, paging Jake fucking Tapper. Anyway, I invite you to this conversation. What do you think? Did you watch this nonsense yesterday? This fake patriotism rally of Donald Trump? You can comment below. You can also call the voicemail line 714-576-4054. And of course, as always, you can email me daily at dollemore.com. Please consider supporting this work. If you have $2 a month laying around extra that you don't need to buy an eighth of a coffee with. Coffee is expensive now. You can help support this, help me make these videos, help me produce this content, reaching the millions of people that I do. $2 a month, become a channel member below. You can also go over to patreon.com/IDoubtIt podcast. I love and appreciate you very much. I'll see you next time. Be genuine. Take care of one another.